Hi everyone, Jeremy here today from catchingupontheclassics.com with a special video review. Today we'll be talking about the original trilogy of Star Wars. On May 25th, 1977, George Lucas released Star Wars. The film would go on to garner incredible interest and would become the second highest grossing film of all time after adjusting for inflation. But Lucas didn't anticipate such success. In fact, he was so convinced that the film would flop that he declined to attend the premiere, instead opting to vacation in Hawaii with his friend Steven Spielberg. It was there that the two would come up with the idea that led to Indiana Jones. The film stars Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, Harrison Ford as Han Solo, and Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia Organa. When a small droid becomes the property of young Luke Skywalker and his family, he finds a message that seems to be intended for an old hermit. But when he meets up with the hermit, old Ben Kenobi, his life changes irreparably. He must find and assist the rebellion against the Galactic Empire. When George Lucas initially created the story, it was noticeably different from the one that found its way to the silver screen. His story grew and grew to the point where it was too long to fit into just one film. At that point, Lucas reasoned that the first third of the story would be the best place to begin. His choice turned out to be the correct one, as the film went on to spawn 2 sequels as well as a prequel trilogy. The film's success is such that later this year, a 7th film is scheduled to be released. Because the film spawned prequels, Episode 4, A New Hope, was added to the original title. 3 years after the release of A New Hope came the sequel, The Empire Strikes Back. Following the suggestion of his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke seeks out the Master Yoda to teach him the ways of the Force. But while he's away, his compatriots end up in trouble. It is in this film that we are introduced to the iconic Imperial March from composer John Williams. The film nearly rivaled the original at the box office, but surpassed it on screen. The Empire Strikes Back saw not only the introduction of new characters, but the expansion and growth of existing characters. Finally, after the success of the previous 2 films, 1983 saw the release of Return of the Jedi. Luke must return to his home planet of Tatooine in order to rescue his friends from the clutches of Jabba the Hutt. At the same time, the rebellion must deal with the construction of a new Death Star by the Galactic Empire. This film rounded out the trilogy, closing multiple storylines and revealing even more about the beloved characters. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit catchingupontheclassics.com for more classic movie reviews.